We are just absolutely thrilled. This is the very first annual Teen Pregnancy Prevention Awards for Manatee County. It's an idea that when we were talking about what do we want to do to celebrate Teen Pregnancy Prevention Month, and typically the Healthy Teens Coalition has done the proclamations, which many of you saw we did again this year with the wonderful help of the Manatee County Youth Commission. But we wanted to do something more. And there have been so many people that have done so much about the cause of teen pregnancy prevention over the years that it's high time that this is something that we recognize. I'd like to recognize the board of Healthy Teens Coalition right now. Over to my right is Joan Tomio, who is the vice chair. And for those of you that don't know her, Joan has been the social worker for pregnant and parenting teens in the school district for how many years?
13 or 14.
13 or 14 years. Lisa Ramirez helped sign you in, and she is also on the board. She is with Healthy Start, and she is the secretary for Healthy Teens Coalition. And Gary Hickerson, Gary, where are you hiding? He's hiding behind the column there. He is an agent and a consultant with First Benefits Group Insurance, and he is our treasurer. We'd also like to give a special welcome to Deputy Superintendent Diana Green. I don't know if all of you have had the opportunity to meet her, but she is right over there, so make sure that you get over and introduce yourselves. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming. And a very special thanks to Charles Clapsaddle and his fabulous crew from METV for videotaping today. For those of you that are new to HTC, our mission is to promote healthy, responsible behavior in Manatee County teens in partnership with the community. We are somewhat still of a fledgling organization. We've only been in existence since 2010 is when we got our nonprofit status. But what we lack in history, we make up for in passion and go after it. So we're really excited. And as you know, as I mentioned, there's much reason to celebrate. Those of you that saw the wonderful press that the Manatee County Youth Commission got along with Healthy Teens saw that when we presented the proclamations, teen parenting in Manatee County is down by 27.5%, which is fabulous. And for the younger teen population, age 14 and under, it is down, it's almost hard to believe, but by 74%. So this is a community of miracle workers, I guess. We know, though, that our work isn't done. We have to keep our eye on the ball. The funding and the strong community focus must remain in place. As you know, the United States remains the highest in the industrialized world as far as teen pregnancy rates. Florida, our rates have certainly gone down in Florida. Manatee County, the rates have gone down, but we still kind of border right around 12th out of 67 counties. So there's still plenty of work to do. You probably also know the devastating consequences of teen pregnancy, including that only about 50% of teen mothers graduate from high school, even by the age of 22 years old. The consequences to the children of teen parents, low birth weights. They tend to have many more health problems. They tend to have a lower school achievement and higher dropout rates, more tendency towards abuse and neglect, higher incarceration rates, particularly for the sons of teen mothers, and higher unemployment. We also know that pregnancy cost our local taxpayers over $11 million a year just in Manatee County alone. So, and finally, one of the disturbing trends that we're starting to see that we really need to address as a community is the rapid growing rate of sexually transmitted disease. In almost half, 48% of the new cases of STDs occur in the 15 to 24-year-old age range. That's nationwide, and in Manatee County, we're seeing some significant increases as far as chlamydia and some of the other diseases are concerned. We know that the message is not a political message and should not be approached as such. Teen pregnancy and STDs are public health issues. So we're very thankful for all the agencies and individuals that make up Healthy Teens Coalition. They may have different viewpoints on how to approach things politically on the issue, but we all recognize it's a problem and we set aside our differences and work together on the issue. Let me put a little plug in for Healthy Teens. Anyone and everyone is more than welcome to join. We meet monthly here at the Synovus Bank Building, the third Tuesday of the month at 3 p.m. We try to be respectful of the time and get out of here in about an hour, hour and a half. There are membership forms at the front desk. If you gave us your email today, we can handle that by email. It doesn't cost a cent to join. It merely gives you the opportunity to come together with other agencies and individuals that care about teens and youth in our community and really want to serve them and see this be the best possible community to grow up in. Some of the important works that the Healthy Teens Coalition has done. We talked about the proclamations and mentioned that this year we were just very, very fortunate that Dr. Jessica Spencer and Ella Biggins, who was the Teen Pregnancy Committee Chair for the Manatee County Youth Commission, worked with us to present those proclamations. And Toby, you were the co-chair of that group too, I believe. So that was just great. Having a youthful face on it certainly, I think, got everyone's attention. This awards ceremony, we're seeing this as the start of what we hope will be a very long tradition. The Healthy Teens Coalition is also a partner with the school district's It's Your Choice Teen Pregnancy Prevention Program. And we also sponsor the Healthy Teens Coalition video competition. And this year, there were winners in both the middle school and the high school division. And for those of you that don't know about that, we invite teens to submit an entry. It needs to be about a health-related issue, a short feature, no longer than 5 minutes. And we partner with the Sarasota Film Festival. So the biggest perk and the biggest excitement, as Mackenzie Yayura can tell you from winning it last year, is to get to walk that red carpet and see your film on the big screen. And Mackenzie did such a fabulous job as the winner last year that we decided Healthy Teens needs more youth involved. And so we asked her if she would be our chair of the Healthy Teens Coalition video contest this year, and she graciously agreed to do that. And she did such a great job, including pick her successor, who could not be here today. Mallory Robinson is going to be the chair next year. She's a junior at Southeast. I think she's on her way to the World Odyssey of the Mind competition. But look for more information because this coming up will be our 4th year for the competition. Some of the other activities that Healthy Teens does, there are therapeutic mentoring groups for at-risk adolescent girls. It's a nationally validated program that has been shown to actually make a difference in girls' self-esteem and in risky behaviors. So in a little bit, I'm going to bring Tania Campbell up, not right now, but in a little bit. She's our fabulous ACSW leader of Go Girls. We're also very excited to announce that we are getting ready to start a therapeutic mentoring group for at-risk boys. And Darvin Searles is going to be involved in that for us, and we're really excited. So you want to wave at the group there? We're the co-sponsors of the Pick and Picnic that's this weekend at the Riverwalk, which is a music and health festival for youth. So it's going to have great music by teens, for teens, food trucks, great booths from a number of the agencies that are Healthy Teens Coalition members. And it's this Sunday, May 26th on the Riverwalk, because we're really looking to do some positive, encouraging things for youth on the Riverwalk. And last but not least, one of the things that we're most excited about is that we are going to have brand new teen parent interns. So in a little bit, we're going to ask our teen parent intern, one of them, to speak to you. And you'll see that she is absolutely amazing. So there's lots of perks about joining Healthy Teens. The opportunity, as I mentioned, to collaborate with other agencies and individuals serving youth. The opportunity to make Manatee County the best, most positive, healthiest community possible for youth to grow and flourish in. We do a lot of continuing ed in our monthly meetings, and you also get invitations to join in health fairs that we might be sponsoring. So at this time, Tania, where are you? I thought you would really like to hear about the therapeutic mentoring groups that we do with at-risk girls, and so you're going to hear it from the expert. This is Miss Tania Campbell, and she's not at all nervous.
To get the PowerPoint to start playing for me. Fortunately for my Go Girls, but I studied social work in school and not technology, so I need a little assistance. My name is Tania Campbell. I'm a licensed clinical social worker, and I passionately and happily facilitate the Go Girls group. What is Go Girls? Go Girls is a therapeutic mentoring group where we provide psychosocial, educational, supportive, encouraging support group, fun, all balled up into a nice little hour and a half package. Let's see. Are the pictures working yet? No? Okay, I'll just keep talking. Okay. Go Girls. Currently, I am at 4 sites in Manatee County. I am at Central High School, Harley Middle School, Lincoln Middle School, and the DeSoto Boys and Girls Club once a week, providing the Go Girls group. Go Girls consists of a mixture of girls. The way the girls are selected for the group is they either attend the school or attend the Boys and Girls Club and have been identified or as high risk or volunteer to participate in the group because someone else is in the group and has told them that the group is so much fun and it's the place that they need to be. What do we do at Go Girls? We do a lot of talking, we do a lot of laughing, we do a lot of crying. My approach to teen pregnancy prevention is a focus on exposure and goal setting. I believe that when girls have goals, they know how to set and reach those goals, they're less likely to engage in risk-taking behavior. My way of engaging with the students and building relationships and rapport with the students is one, through my weekly interaction with them during the Go Girls meetings, but also through social media. Like I said, I did not study technology, so the girls helped me out a lot, but I do use Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and whatever else that I see that they're using a lot of to kind of feed my positive message. It also helps them get in contact with me because I'm only there 1 hour a week. Oh, sorry, we're having problems with the pictures. Like I said, I'm learning technology. They're great pictures, so maybe we'll get them on the website, or maybe on our Facebook fan page you'll be able to see the pictures of the girls. We have a great time. There's some really cute pictures on that PowerPoint that you cannot see. So I use social media to help me build relationships and establish rapport with the girls. I make it very clear to the girls that first and foremost, I am a professional, I am an adult, so there are, boundaries, clear boundaries, but I leave it open enough so they are able to establish trust and open communication with me, in a safe environment, because depending on what school I am at and what girls I am working with, there are different situations, there are different problems, there are different topics that are going to come up. When I'm talking to the girls at Central will be different than when I'm talking to the girls at Harley. Or when I'm talking to my group at the DeSoto Boys Club, it's going to be different than when I'm talking to my girls at Lincoln. I believe that Go Girls is such a positive thing because I see the positive outcomes. Since I've been working with the girls this school year, 4 girls have been referred and are receiving additional mental health services, either for substance abuse or for depression or anxiety. Several of the girls have increased their academic performance, and a lot of the girls are now participating in extracurricular activities such as sports or clubs. If you could have saw some of the pictures, you would have been able to see that the foundation of Go Girls is that we teach the girls how to build relationships. A lot of the girls don't have that support. They don't get those social skills. They don't have those role models. They're not put in a place where they can build that trust, where they feel comfortable to talk about things. At this age, they tend to lean on their friends and peers for information. So I'm kind of that voice in the back that's like, that may not be the best thing to do. Or did you really think about that? Let's talk about that. What else could you do? Or how could you have handled that differently? The girls laugh because they know that I am going to provide them several different interactions with me. I am going to be very therapeutic because I am a social worker, I am a therapist. I'm going to be a little bit motherly because, yes, I am someone's mother. I'm going to be a friend, a mentor, and I'm going to be an adult. I'm going to be that example of you can do things differently. There's more than what you see around you. I expose them to things. Let's see. My purpose, my goal is to expose them to things that they may not normally be exposed to. So when you come into a Go Girl session and you're standing in the back, it may sound like that we're just talking about sushi or that we're just talking about, talking about food, talking about music, but what I'm really trying to do is open the girls up to new experiences, to be willing to try new things, and to get them to think outside of the box. And hopefully I'll get myself to slow down and stop talking so fast or with my hands. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Tania, particularly when we promised her that there would be a working projector there, so not quite sure what's happening with that. Okay, on to the awards, which is the reason that we've got many of these smiling faces in the audience. We're so excited, as I mentioned, for this, and our first award is going to the Nonprofit Agency of the Year. And if I could have the team from the Manatee County Health Department come forward. I have a few words, first of all, that I'd like to say about them. They're trying to gesture a shy one forward. She's not biting so far. Oh, finally call her by name there. So the Manatee County Health Department has been front and center for years in recognizing, advocating, and working to increase the health of our Manatee County youth and reduce the teen pregnancy rate and the STD rate in young Manatee County residents. Among just a few of the many services the health department provides in the area of teen pregnancy prevention includes their family planning clinic with a special emphasis on making it user-friendly and accessible to teens. Under the area of community health education for teen pregnancy prevention, the health department provides the Teen Outreach Program, fondly known as TOP, facilitated by Sharon Carlson in 3 area high schools. In addition, the health department is a major partner in the It's Your Choice Teen Pregnancy Prevention Program, where they give us expert guest speakers several times per year in the schools, and it's all day long in middle schools for a very long day. And they come in and speak on crucial topics about teen health, including appropriate forms of contraception and family planning. And that's Andrea Simpson and her team that does that under the direction of Sandy Edmondson here, as well as Robert Merlosi's expert community health educators on the issues of STDs and HIV. And Robert, you want to wave at them there? The health department's testing bus sponsors and participates in numerous health fairs throughout the county. The other thing is there is seldom a meeting of the Healthy Teens Coalition where we do not have both Robert and Sharon participating and volunteering to go above and beyond the call of duty. They're always great team players, the whole health department is. Dr. Bensi, your leadership, not only within the health department, but also as a community leader advocating for our youth, is widely known and so greatly appreciated by all of us in the community. You and your staff always find a way to rise to the occasion and to say yes to our requests for health services, health education, no matter what we seem to ask, and sometimes no matter how last minute. Whether it's calling Robert and asking for speakers, or the health department testing bus in our schools, or community health fairs, or calling Sandy Edmondson and her wonderful teams of nurses, especially Andrea, you always find a way to meet the community health needs of our youth, particularly as it relates to teen pregnancy and STD prevention and education. On behalf of the Healthy Teens Coalition and the citizens of Manatee County, we present you with the award, the Nonprofit Agency of the Year, and extend our most sincere gratitude to all of you for your wonderful and compassionate service to our community. Thank you. And if you'd like to say a few words, any of you?
Good afternoon. I'm Jennifer Bensi, Administrator of the Health Department. It is a pleasure and an honor on behalf of my team and I to accept this award. We want to thank you very much for all the work that all of you are doing. Our State Surgeon General, Dr. John Armstrong, has a new vision for the Florida Department of Health, and that is to become the healthiest state in the nation. So each county is going to have to do their part to make that happen and roll up into the 67 counties. I have no doubt that Manatee will continue its fight for all of the indicators that we look at so closely, but particularly this one. We all know it's been a challenge. I want to congratulate those who have been fighting this fight for a long time. We are making a difference, and I'm so proud to see so many youth in this room who will be our next generation of public health experts taking this forward. So again, thank you for recognizing all of us today. We appreciate it, and we will put our plaque proudly in the clinic and remind everyone to continue the fight. Thank you again.
Our next award is the Individual Youth of the Year Award, and presenting the award is Deborah Landesberg, who is a member of Healthy Teens Coalition and a very talented certified college counselor and the owner of My College Resource. So, Deborah, I'm going to invite you to come forward.
Thank you. Well, I'd like to introduce a young woman that you've read a little bit about in the program. So you see how exciting she is from some of those accomplishments. Mackenzie jumped totally into being an ambassador for Healthy Teen Coalition. Should I call Mackenzie up first? Sure. Come on up here, Mackenzie. You're too far away over there. She jumped in by creating a documentary for the first year that the video contest took place on bullying. And little did she know that she would be walking a red carpet and that this would be one of her very first steps to a career goal, one part of a career goal, to be a documentarian. Ms. Legler asked her to go ahead and chair the next year, which she, of course, accepted because that's what Mackenzie does. She not only accepts what she's asked to do, but she takes it to the nth degree. So for this role, she had to go ahead and figure out, well, where are the applications? How do people apply? How do I get the word out to the middle schools and to the high schools? Who do I communicate with? And how to work with administrators in the schools, how to figure out how to get the word out, how to reach the teens, and then how to also motivate the teens to go ahead and spend the time to do a video and get the technical support. One of the winners, Sugg Middle School, was so excited about that they had submitted as a team that Mackenzie and her co-chair, Mallory, they're the ones that were so excited about Sugg submitting as a team, actually went to Sugg Middle School to present the award and just keep stimulating the excitement of it. So I tell all these details because it's more than simply a title to Mackenzie that she chaired the Healthy Teen Coalition video contest, but she took it to a place where it will be able to continue because systems are in place, and as you heard, she already has the next chair coming. I want to also take a moment, because I've had the pleasure and the honor of knowing Mackenzie for a few years, to make sure that everyone in this room understands how rare it is to know someone like Mackenzie Yaryura. Mackenzie also, as a community project at her high school, at Southeast High School, recognized a need for education, which is another one of her passions, and set up an entire GED program to take place at Southeast High School. So she had to work with Manny County School District, she had to work with MTI, she had to work with her own administration, find places for it, get someone to pay for the electricity on off-school hours, and again, get the word out. So the same processes, the same skills that she used here at Healthy Teen Coalition, she used in her own school neighborhood when she saw a need. She was involved with the superintendent search committee, and has just always takes everything that comes her way or doesn't come her way to explore and develop and excel for the community. And so I really want you to take a look at her, because we all know in life that there's people that we meet that we know we will keep hearing about, and we will all keep hearing about Mackenzie Yaryura. Congratulations.
I do love to talk.
So I would just like to thank everyone here very much. My mom's here in the corner, so everything I do is because she taught me how to do it. So she's been a huge help. Mrs. Legler, when she called me to ask if I'd like to do this, she said it would be a great learning experience, and that was such an understatement because I have learned so much from doing this on how to interact with people, how to call again, send another email, call again, and just really be persistent. Really some great tips for organizing, and I've had such a wonderful time working with the Healthy Teens Coalition, and I want to thank all of you so much for everything that you do. It's been a pleasure to be a part of it, and I know Mallory is very excited. So I like to get involved, and this was an opportunity that you presented to me, and I'm very, very grateful that you allowed me to be the chair of the video contest because it was a wonderful opportunity, so thank you.
Okay, she's going to switch hats. We're going to show you how versatile she is. She is going to come up and present the next award, which goes to the Youth Group of the Year, the Manatee County Youth Commission.
Well, I'm back. There are many really wonderful groups in Manatee County, and I like to try to get involved in as many as I can. And one that I didn't get involved with that, from my eyes, just skyrockets to the top of the list when it comes to student involvement and activism is the Manatee County Youth Commission. I was fortunate enough to be able to attend a meeting, and I do have some peers that are on the Youth Commission, and they are the most incredible kids in Manatee County, and they are people that they address a problem and they figure out how to come up with solutions. They're not just sitting around talking about it, but they're doing it. And it's really incredible. I know they've targeted 3 main areas: substance abuse, bullying, and teen pregnancy prevention, and they've done such an incredible job brainstorming ideas, solutions, getting out into the community to try to reach students, parents, adults, everyone, as well as working with government officials and legislative individuals to really make a change in this community. And I think you'll be hearing from them quite often, and the students involved in the Manatee County Youth Commission as the students that are actually working to make this a wonderful place to grow up. They're the type of students that they want to make it great while they're here, but they want to make it great for everyone else coming after them, and that's really incredible. So the Manatee County Youth Commission, please come up. Everyone who's here involved, it's an honor to know some of you, and for those of you I don't know, I really am in awe of all the work you've done, and I know we are all so impressed. So thank you very much for everything you do, and we're excited to see what you do in the coming years.
Thank you so much.
Want to get a picture?
Oh, sure.
Oh, wait.
Okay, so who's talking?
I will.
All right, Ella.
So my name is Ella Biggins. I'm the chair of the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Committee with Manatee County Youth Commission. And we would really like to thank the Healthy Teens Coalition and Marianne for giving us this opportunity to get involved with the proclamations and the teen pregnancy prevention. And another one, Dr. Jessica Spencer, we couldn't have done any of this without you. You're the one that really got us involved in the Healthy Teens Coalition and gave us the opportunity, so thank you.
Absolutely, anytime.
Thank you.
So anyone who is in Manatee County for more than a few days, well, maybe just a few minutes, has heard of Mrs. Barbara Harvey. When all of us think of you, Barbara, as a community leader in Manatee County, we think of someone that is just totally and completely dedicated your life and your career to youth. And she is absolutely one of the first people, or if not the first person, that comes to mind. Barbara was born, raised, and educated in Florida, and she's been involved in education, as we mentioned, her entire career in various areas. She began her career in 1961 as a teacher at Memorial Elementary School in Palmetto, and has since served the Manatee School District for 50 years as a teacher at Palmasola Elementary, assistant principal at Palmetto Elementary School, principal of Jesse P. Miller Elementary School, director of elementary education for the school board of Manatee County. Mrs. Harvey finally decided to retire in June of 1995 when she began work with her nonprofit, the Educational Consultants Consortium, Inc., a wonderful nonprofit for those of you that are not aware of it, that was one of the very first to implement programs to mentor youth and to prevent teen pregnancy, and which is also a very valued partner of the It's Your Choice Teen Pregnancy Prevention Program for the last 3 years. In her retirement, Barbara was originally elected to the school board of Manatee County in November of 1998 and continues to serve in that capacity to this day. Barbara earned a Bachelor of Science degree from Bethune-Cookman College in 1961, a Master's of Education from Florida A&M in 65, and an Educational Specialist degree from Nova University in 82. She sits on the board of I don't know how many organizations. In fact, I have a little funny story to tell, and that's that she thought that today's presentation was at noon. And when she heard that it was actually didn't start until 3 o'clock, she didn't know what to do with her. So she goes, "Oh my goodness, I got my nails done." She actually had time for herself. Her trademark is a compassion for pre-kindergarten and elementary children, and her tireless efforts as an advocate for all children have been recognized at the local, state, and national level. She has 6 children. Any grandkids?
Oh, yes.
Oh, how many?
Actually, there are 4 of them, but 2 biological grandchildren, and I could talk for days about them. Perfect in every way.
Of course. So, Barbara, on behalf of the Healthy Teens Coalition of Manatee County, we thank you for your tireless efforts as both an elected official and a community activist in making the lives of our Manatee County youth healthier, happier, and focused on the business of learning and achieving their dreams. And we'll let you say a few words.
Thank you. 15 years ago, when we looked at the statistics of Manatee County and our teen pregnancy, Linda Paul and a few of us got to thinking, it can't be done. We cannot improve this. It's impossible. But we all had a vision that Manatee County could move forward. That yes, working together, we could make a difference. And so we started Educational Consultants Consortium and so many other organizations to say that we have a problem, we're going to address it. We had a vision that this day would come, and it's here. And I am so very pleased to have been a part of this vision. You know, when we put our efforts together and we're on the same page, then nothing is impossible with God. And I said God. Yes, nothing's impossible. It was really bad because I have friends at the health department and all. They said, well, another 12-year-old had a baby. And this grieves my heart. Not that they couldn't make it, but it was going to be so much more difficult for them. And then when I saw so many children, many of them looking like me, but many looking like all of us, and they weren't finishing high school. And, you know, high school now is like 6th grade was last year. And if they don't finish high school, they aren't going to make it at all. So we saw that they were going into the drugs, and then they were doing strange things. Thankfully, Children's Service Board did bring in Dr. Correa, and I fell in love with him. His method of working with students made a difference in my life. I got a chance even to go visit his center in New York. But the fact that we were not only talking about not having babies, but we were also talking about jobs for our children. We were talking about their living environment. We were talking about anger management. We talked about their academic performance and providing tutorial kinds of assistance for them. We were talking with their parents, letting their parents know that being a parent makes a difference. And unlike a snake that has an egg and put it over there someplace and goes away, no, a parent is there, a God-given parent is there to let children know that this is the way that they should go. So I am just in awe. And I could talk for days, and I know you don't want that. I am just in awe because we saw it, we knew it wasn't good, and we knew that Manatee County can do anything with God. And we did it. But as you said, we cannot stop now. We've just sort of cracked the little door, and we're going to keep moving forward. Thank you so much for recognizing me.
Next, I'm going to bring up our board member and secretary, Lisa Ramirez, to present our Adult of the Year recognition award.
Thanks, Marianne. As Marianne mentioned, my name is Lisa Ramirez, and I am on the board of the Healthy Teens Coalition. And I got to be involved through the work that I do with the Healthy Start Coalition of Manatee County, which is a maternal and infant health program. And it's with that work that a couple of years ago that I got to meet and got to know Linda Paul, because she was part of our Teen Pregnancy Prevention Committee during the work that we were doing for our 5-year strategic planning process. So Linda, if you'd like to come up. I have the honor of presenting the Adult of the Year award to Linda today. So when Linda served on our committee, we met regularly over the course of a year to review and analyze data, much of which Linda provided to us, to make recommendations for action steps to address the teen pregnancy prevention issue as it relates to maternal and child health, which is what Healthy Start focuses on. So in her role there, Linda's historical insight was invaluable, as was her willingness to share current and past data and all of the experience that she had, which Mrs. Harvey just referenced a little bit of. She's been involved over the last 17 years with various community initiatives to address this issue in Manatee County. She's a fountain of information, not only data related, but also with respect to national resources and evidence-based programs such as the Career Program and a multitude of others that she's really passionate about sharing with other people like us who are committed to moving the needle on this issue in the county. And of course, Linda's been an active, supportive member of Healthy Teens since we started in 2010, and she's been a champion for evidence-based, substantive, and meaningful community initiatives that provide interventions and prevention for the vulnerable teens who are most at risk. We are very fortunate to have Linda here with us. She's an integral part of and a catalyst for the holistic community collaboration that has evolved over the last several years to tackle teen pregnancy in Manatee County. So we're very grateful for everything that you do, Linda. And I'm going to give you.
Thank you, dear.
Thank
you,
yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks, Linda.
I would like to thank all of you for the opportunity that I've had to work with this group and other groups in this arena and in other prevention arenas over the last 17 years. I am particularly, it's rewarding to me to see this coalition move forward in empowering teens and making the efforts that they're making and having the support that they have in this area. Thank you.
Going to bring our co-chair, Joan Tomio, forward, and she is going to introduce our teen parent intern and tell you a little bit of information about her.
For those of you that don't know me, my name is Joan Tomio. I'm a social worker with Manatee County Schools, and I work support and intervention. I work with the teen parents that have identified themselves in the school system to help. I'm with Dropout Prevention, and my job is to help facilitate creative education plans. That's the way I like to refer to them, because every plan doesn't work. A regular diploma doesn't work for every child. They need individual education plans. We provide daycare, we provide support, case management, and referrals to outside agencies. In that role, Marianne and I, a couple of years ago when the Healthy Teens and the It's Your Choice program came into existence, we started identifying ourselves, Marianne as prevention, and I am support and intervention. And our job is also to help reduce the repeat pregnancies in Manatee County with the girls that already have children. And so we reach out in numerous ways with numerous agencies that help and support these young women so that they can attain and meet their goals. In this role, you heard the statistics regarding teen pregnancy, the graduation rates, the outcomes for the children. And those are just statistics that we desperately need to improve on. There's no future for a young woman who doesn't, there's a clouded future. There's always a vision, and there's always a hope that they'll realize that the support that they got, and they will seek us out, and many times they do seek us out to continue their education. But if they're over the age of 18, it then takes the community to embrace them in different ways so that they can attain their goal, maybe not from a regular education, but in a GED or some career training. So it takes, again, a community to support these young women. Through my work with Linda Paul, we've worked together for 15 years in many different capacities with teen pregnancy, from teen pregnancy prevention and teen pregnancy support and intervention. I meet amazing young women, and as it's been pointed out, we have embraced and encouraged the youth of Manatee County to be part of our mission, to be part of our planning, because they know they have visions beyond what we could possibly conceive. And they also, for the two young women I'm going to describe to you and who they also have been through the experience. They are teen parents themselves. Haralisha Perche is a young woman. She's not able to be here today. She is committed, she is involved, and she was called into work, and she is self-sufficient. She lives on her own. She has 2 children. She's graduating from Manatee High School. She has a 3.4 GPA, and she has done most of this with the support of a extended family. I know her for 5 years. She was a middle schooler when she had her first child. She was the child of a single mom who passed away in her sophomore year, and she moved among different families and now lives alone, like I said. But she never gave up her determination, her love of continuing education, which she has passed on to her 4-year-old, who is an amazing little girl. She's going into a VPK program next year, and she's just the light of Haralisha's eyes. She's dedicated to her children. And I know that she will succeed. But when I approached her, I wanted to know from her, what did you need? How could we have helped you more? What encouraged you? What skills do you have? Who taught you persistence? Who taught you enthusiasm, courage, that sheer core value that has enabled you to move forward? And maybe with her exploring her needs, we can help learn how we can design programs or encourage other girls so that they can meet the same goals of continue their education. She's moving on to SCF, and there's not a doubt in my mind that she will succeed because she typically does not give up. She is a go-getter, and she will succeed. The other intern, and so she will be one of our new student interns. She will spend a year with us. We have developed an incentive program, but that she will speak in the community. We may reach out to other service clubs so that they can start to realize what our vision is for these young women who already have children, that we want them to be contributing members of our community. On the other hand, Paige, who has already been a spokesperson last year at our Teen Summit, we planned on only having one intern. And May is National Teen Pregnancy Month, and she reached out to me. She called me. She said, you know, are you having a Teen Summit again? I really enjoyed speaking to the middle schoolers. I'd really like to participate again. And then Marianne and I said, whoa, okay, we're not giving up this opportunity. So we did not have a Teen Summit this year, but we said, oh, we need another teen intern. And the application process was quite extensive. We used the National Campaign to Prevent Teen Pregnancies application, which had multiple questions, multiple essays, and Paige submitted her application, and obviously she was selected. She has a very, she too made some early choices in her life that could have slowed her down, and she has a message that she'll share with you of the obstacles, the challenges, the decisions, the choices, some of the good, some of the bad that she made along the way. But she graduated from Central High School. She had moved into Solid Maternity Home in our community. And if we're going to talk about dreams today, we need a transition home in this county. Thank you. We must dream. We still need a transition home in this community. Some of our young women realize they need to leave the environments they've been raised in order to succeed. They may leave and go to Solve House, but unfortunately, they have to take their child and go back to that environment and then see if they can navigate. With some maturity, sometimes they can, sometimes they cannot, and that's just a fact. But back to Paige. Paige is receiving her AA from SCF in December. She plans to go on and secure a bachelor's in social work and then eventually move on to a master's, correct? Okay. She has a daughter that is Riley, who is also her hope, her vision, the light of her life. Her whole world revolves around her daughter, and that is helping her make her goals. I'd like to introduce Paige. She is a remarkable young woman, and we're also very excited about her teaching us about the experiences she has and what her needs were and how she navigated through the challenges and what support system she was able to use that we can strengthen again, like I said, in this community. Paige?
When a teen is properly informed, they are empowered to make much better decisions regarding their sexuality and their life choices. Young people need to be informed that having a child is a life-changing event and will change every aspect of their life. Rather than believing that having a baby is comparable to caring for a baby doll instead of caring for another living, breathing human being. The reason that teen pregnancy prevention is the most important to me is because I see the importance in every individual allowing themselves the opportunity to be successful, and the first step in this direction is being able to have the opportunity to graduate high school. An informed teen is the best teen. Teens need to be allowed the ability to understand their body and to learn about sex and the consequences of becoming involved in sexual activity. It is my belief that if young men and women know about these things and the precautions they can take to help prevent these consequences, that less of them will become pregnant or infected with STIs or STDs. It has been commonly believed that if we teach abstinence only in schools and that young people will adhere to that. Obviously, by knowing some of my peers and myself who have become teen mothers, we can tell that that isn't necessarily working. But if it's abstinence that we are pushing for, if you're to have people like Ms. Prussia, that Ms. Tomio was talking about, or myself, get up and explain to young people about the consequences and the effects of behaving in a sexual manner, or using drugs, or whatever, then they will want to not step into those boundaries because they see how it has affected other people's lives and they see the consequences right there in front of them instead of just watching a person, even though it's very, very excellent, just stand in front of a PowerPoint and say, this is what will happen. You know, if you do this, they'll see it real life, not just the pictures. Oh, you can get this disease, you can have a baby, you can do this. They'll see an actual person who's went through it. In addition, middle school and high school age teens need to be informed of the reality of having a baby at a young age. Before my daughter, I never understood how serious having a baby is. I thought it would be fun. I thought I would have somebody who would love me. I would fit in with other teen mothers I knew, and I would be able to just stay at home and be a mom, and everything would be fine. Wrong. Very wrong. Having a baby is a life-changing event in almost every way. Teens need to understand that when they make the decision to become pregnant, they are bringing another human being into this world that is fully dependent upon them. They are not just having a baby, they are having a baby that will one day be their age and then an adult. Just like she was saying earlier, that a lot of these children that come from these single parent, teen mother homes, they end up not having such a great life because these teens don't realize that. They just think that they're having a baby and they'll take care of the baby and everything will be okay, but they don't worry about promoting their education and becoming successful so that they can be a good role model for these children so that these children don't end up making the same decisions and can be productive members of society. They need to realize how hard it is to raise a productive adult, and they themselves are still children who have nothing established yet, not even a full high school education. Having a baby means that a young parent has to put her dreams and wants on hold. They may never be able to graduate, and if they do, they have to sacrifice time with their young child to do so. And in addition to that, they have to give up their freedom that they need to experience as a teen in order to be productive as an adult. They have to give up friends, extracurricular activities, sleep, their physical looks and health, and meeting many of their basic and mental health needs. Also, the life of being a teen parent is extremely conflicting. A young woman has to decide how she will provide, which is next to impossible without a husband, career, or education. These are all things that I wish to inspire young people to consider before lying in bed with the idea of having a child so young. Most importantly, teen pregnancy prevention is important to me because it is vital that the nation, the state, and this county's young people graduate high school. Fortunately for me, I was able to go to a high school where I was able to graduate. Luckily, there was a curriculum put in place through the TAP program at Central High where I was able to do this. But like I said before in my last statement, that it's very hard for a lot of these teen mothers to do so without the proper programs such as this one here. More importantly, it is imperative that these children complete this education for themselves than it is just for the country and the community as a whole. I can't tell you how many people I've come across as a teen mother who have multiple children and are nowhere close to getting their diploma. I mean, how can they? They have to find out ways to support their children, care for their children, and go to school. This is a hard task for anyone to take on, but imagine how hard it is for, let's say, a 16-year-old who hasn't reached that psychologically mature level yet. If I make any impact on being part of the Healthy Teens Coalition, I want to help these young women graduate and to prevent young girls from being in that situation to begin with, because it's so important that young people have every chance to become as successful and productive as possible. That is what's best for them, their families, society as a whole. In summation, I am very proud to be able to be a part of the Healthy Teens Coalition because they make these dreams possible for young women before pregnancy, after, and with children as well. And this opportunity enables me to use my life experiences as a teen parent to help young people be the best they can be for our schools, for our community, our country, and our future. Thank you.
Paige, this is just a small token from the Healthy Teens Coalition. We look forward to working with you this year. I know that her message will be heard. She has made some great choices. She has goals. She has plans. She has dreams. And she has the support of all of us. And we're really excited about that. So thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's
So it's 4:30. That concludes our program today. Thank you once again, all of you, for coming. Honorees, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We need to honor everyone in this room. Obviously, you know, you're here because you care, because you get it. So thanks to all of you. Stay tuned for next year's Teen Pregnancy Prevention Awards Reception Part 2, the second annual. And please enjoy more of the food. Joan Tomeo doesn't want to take home all this chicken salad and these appetizers. And thank you again for coming. If you haven't already and would like to get a membership form, there are also pledge cards. If anyone is so inclined and feels like they want to do a donation to Healthy Teens, they can do that. Oh, our treasurer coming forward. Thank you again. We're here with Mackenzie Yayura, who is the Youth of the Year for the Healthy Teens Coalition of Manatee County. Mackenzie, congratulations. How does it feel to be the Youth of the Year?
Well, thank you very much. It's an extreme honor. I've been so fortunate to be able to work with the Healthy Teens Coalition, and to be recognized for all the work by such an amazing group of individuals is just beyond belief. And it was very exciting for me here because I have a lot of important people. Well, you, of course, you've been so helpful in the process, and you do not get enough credit. But to have Mrs. Landisberg, I've been working with her for quite a few years, and she's really helped me. And my mom was here, and a lot of people in the community. Just to have this award means so much to me, and I'm really, really appreciative.
Oh, well, we appreciate all you've done. Thank you, Mackenzie.
Thank you very much.
We're here with Barbara Harvey, who we're just very pleased to present this afternoon with the elected official of the year for the Healthy Teens Coalition First Annual Awards. Barbara, how does it feel to be recognized as the elected official of the year?
It's great to know that the vision that we had over 15 years ago is now here. We are so very pleased to know that, number one, we have reduced the number of teen pregnancies in Manatee County. Years ago, they said it couldn't be done, that we were the kind of county that would always be high, but we showed them that that wasn't true.
Well, and thank you for all of your hard work through the years and being dedicated to our teens and youth.
Thank you.
We're here this afternoon with Paige Sager, who is our brand new Healthy Teens Coalition teen parent intern, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you in that capacity. Tell me some of what you're looking forward to doing in that role this next year.
I'm definitely looking forward to reaching out to the young people and to let them know about what being a teen parent is about so that they would want to prevent that for themselves. And in addition to that, I definitely want to have a chance to reach out to teen parents that are already existing so that I can help to inspire them and push them to pursue their educational goals.
Well, you're very, very inspiring, and you'll do a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
It gave us a lot of recognition back to ourselves because the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Committee with the Manatee County Youth Commission has been working really hard to get awareness out to the community. So it really made us feel accomplished and that what we were doing was truly helping.
Well, and I would agree with Ella, too, that this was a really nice coming together of community organizations and community groups really to make a difference and an impact in Manatee County. And I think the future for the Teen Pregnancy Prevention Committee and the Manatee County Youth Commission is just pushing this message out there, again, in collaboration with these other awesome community organizations.